Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new Minecraft video. I get asked a certain question a lot, daily, on this channel, and that is how do I plan a Minecraft city? And how do I plan a city like yours? How do I make it look as cool as yours? Well, I'm not the best city builder, but in this video I will be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to plan a successful Minecraft city like you see here. Okay, so the first thing you guys probably would think of is roads. Now, roads are a really big thing. Yes, they can be a pain in the butt to build, but they are just absolutely amazing when it comes to city design and city planning. Now, usually, I don't know how big of a scale your city is going to be, but it's always good to start off with a highway. Now, you might look at this right here and be like, okay, that's a pretty big highway. But then you might come over to this double lane road and be like, okay, maybe that's a nice highway for my city. But no. The best thing you can do in your world is to start off by laying out your major road systems. Now, roads are always such a big thing to do, and they are amazing at the end. Like this road, we had gotten so much inspiration off this highway that we thought, why not build a cliff here and then build the city on top and make green peaks? I thought this was a great idea. Now, leading and making more road systems allows you to plan new districts for your city, and that's the second thing we're going to be talking about is districts. Now, districts are a huge thing for your city because depending on how realistic you're going to be building this, districts are very important. Now, as you can see here, off of the side of the highway, we have a little industrial district starting. Now, this district is probably the best right here because if you have all your roads laid out, you don't want to just have your industrial district inside the center of your city. Now, having it off to the side here, giving it so much more room to expand is awesome. That's why it's very important to plan out where everything's going to be and how to plan it out. Because with that, we were able to plan out how high the buildings were going to be in the city and the sky rises. As you can see here. Now, with districts, it's always good to plan on where your buildings are going to go. Like on the right side of the city, we picked lower buildings, condos, about medium-sized apartment buildings. Middle of the city, we picked put all of our sky rises there, and so on, and we wanted to repeat that pattern. Right side of the city, depending on where you look at it from. This was going to be the whole shopping complex district. Now we're turning this all into shopping centers, shopping malls, large stores, and this is where everybody's going to be able to shop, including some nice houses on the other side. Now the fifth tip is to plan where your big buildings are going to be. Are you going to have any special monuments or historical buildings in your city? In our city, we built the CN Tower, which is based off of a real-life building from Canada. Now, this is the tallest building in our city, and we wanted to make it right in the center of it. Now, with this being said, we had to make sure we had space for this. We wanted to make sure that we had enough room and the design would fit. And we couldn't have any other buildings towering over the CN Tower. Another tip is where you're going to add all your big and larger projects. Now, make sure you leave some spaces for larger projects like stadiums or highways or even just rocky mountain cliffs you're going to make. It's always good to have that extra space, and always filling in these empty spaces with something different, something that can give your city a little bit more variety, is always such a cool thing. And another thing you can do, going back to roads, is I know this road doesn't look very good, but it's still work and improvement. But you can always add funky road designs or different road designs to overlap each other. Like this road right here has a road underneath it and a road over top of it. Almost like a different highway system in the city, which looks really cool. Having different... Tip number 7 or 8 or something, I lost counting. It's always good to plan out where you want to have all your nature. Because if you just leave a city as a gigantic concrete jungle, might not look very good. So you always want to make sure you add some nature and include some nature to give your city some light and greenery. That's why we wanted to plan this waterfall coming off of an axolotl museum with a nice little national park type thing right here. And then as well as on the side of this highway, we planned this whole foresty area that's going to be separating the city from the whole residential area, which is going to be built back here. So it's always good to plan out where you're going to have your greenery, where it's going to be, and if you're going to have any lake systems, rivers, backyards, just custom trees, it's always good to plan that stuff out in advance. Now, talking about trees, this road design we picked for our city is we actually included some trees with it too, because the more greenery we have in the city is awesome. and just giving it that extra little bit of detail going through the center of the road looks amazing. Another tip is to plan where you're going to have billboards, weird little bridges in your cities, more like futuristic things. And if you're going to have any lure to your city, because if you're going to have some lure, it's always good to include that stuff. And if you can have lure, then you're probably going to want to plan out the storyline for it in your city. Just like this building right here. NoTimeToParty Tower, that has a bunch of lure to it that expands the whole storyline through the city. Now, if you found this video helpful, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, this was probably the essentials to planning a Minecraft city. If you want me to do a little bit more advanced video than this, let me know in the comments section down below. But if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. If you want to actually watch the following updates on this world, make sure you check out the Green Peaks series. It's awesome. We're still working on it, and this project is going better than ever. I still have a couple more videos planned for this world, so definitely keep an eye out. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.